Nazdar dámy a pánové, já vás všechny zdravím na mém kanále Skywayne a dneska budeme pokračovat v naší hře Hogwarts Legacy. Vítejte v druhém díle a právě začínáme. No, skončili jsme ve společenské místnosti, ještě nás čeká setkání s profesorkou Weasleyovou, někde venku před společenskou místností. My jsme si vlastně v minulém díle na konci tu společenskou místnost prošli. Máte tu jako fakt hodně možností, co tu můžete dělat. Jo, nejlepší jsou tady ty hračičky, že jo, co si můžete... Tady nějaká... Ale jako... Můžete se prostě jenom tak toulat, bavit se, jo, každý s vámi nějakým způsobem poslouchat ty rozhovory, jo, můžete vlastně, s některýma si můžete i pokecat. A jako zatím za mě fakt ta hra je prostě super. Takže pokračujeme v příběhu. Akorát z tohle by mě teda bolely zádek, cip. Tak.
I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. No. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor.
Si to jen tak jako zakouzlíte do kapsy, že?
Track of what I'm learning.
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Samozřejmě četl jsem na různých fórech, že každému to blbne někde jinde. Fakt je možný, že někde budeme mít nějaký lag, nebo dokonce, že nám ta hra i crashne. Prostě doufejme, že už se pracuje na usilovně na nějakých pečích opravných. Nice. Jo, takhle. Aha. Change select the challenges to continue. Dobře. Ježišmarja, tam to je. Field guide pages. Collect field guide pages in Hogwarts.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Lezi si.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Když to je tak roztomilá kočička. To teda moc jako nemusím kočičky, ale tahle je fakt úplně úžasná. O, tak jdem. Pardon. To víte, já jsem hračičkovej. Tak.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Oh yeah. Jo, takhle. Ježišmarja. OK. A, tady Center Hall. Naštěstí nám to zelenalo, díky bohu. Tak. A trošku lak při načítání, tak snad to bude dobrý.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard
Professor Ronan,
and a talented teacher.
Fine, fine.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Professor Hecat, okay.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
Děkuju,
A lot
profesorko.
to absorb on your first day, and you
Jo,
have
děkuju.
much to learn.
No, tak děkuju.
Happily,
Dobrý. Jo.
your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything else about her travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look. The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Takže máme ji tady po schodech. Moment. Aha. Přátelé, jsme venku v Bradavicích. Je to uchvatný úplně. Tak.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Další kočička.
Behind me, I promise. Let us keep our heads about this.
Že duchové se tady honějí, aha. Ještě? Kam až to je, tyjo?
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to go back to the lesson.
Zase se nám trošku laguje cutscéna.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie.
Nettie?
So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Akcio! A jdeme na to.
Akio!
Oh!
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember,
Já rád pochvalím.
potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Procházka.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
A co jako?
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Accio! Now, think of this That's it! Not to worry.
Aha. Pardon, přátelé, mě chvilku bude trvat, než třeba něco pochopím, jo? Tak...
Excellent control there.
Aha. Haha, 30?
Accio!
Very good.
Ah!
Don't lose your composure.
OK.
Very good.
Ale...
Points to Gryffindor.
Já myslím, že bych si to...
no sport in playing without some friendly competition.
Já myslím, že bych si tu věc jako přivolil reálně,
give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Come on up. Oh.
You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Dobře.
Stay focused.
Watch this.
Stoj! To je parchant. Ty krása, pěkně nade mnou vyhrává. Tak to prohrávám úplně na plný čáře teda, no, jakože. 30. Já bych se dal odvetu ideálně.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
Ježiš.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp.
Yes! Accio.
Not to worry.
Já to nesmím tak dlouho asi mačkat, nebo já se ještě pořád nepřišel na to jak.
Watch this.
Ty, jak to, že se jí to vždycky povede? Nějaká nadaná, ne? Stůj!
Do not be discouraged.
Počkej, jednou tě porazím.
Let us see this. There we go.
Accio.
Happens to the best of us.
Kachna, toto letělo!
Ale vypadalo to aspoň nadějně. A přátelé, já jsem lama, tyjo.
Určitě se uvidíme příště, aspoň doufám.
Jako, mě vůbec dneska přesnost nejde, já jsem ještě dopoledne hrál World of Tanks a taky prostě skoro žádná trefa, dneska prostě co se týká přesnosti fakt strašný. No.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
Aspoň si s ní chvilku pokecáme.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Dramatic! Oh.
Is Ouagadougou a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon.
Mountains of
It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside.
Tak se vytahuje, jo?
I remember the first time I saw it. The mist was so thick, I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me. This enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world.
So yes, Wagadu máte všechno lepší, že?
But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Už tam úplně stojí chudák.
Of course, you can.
A word, if you would.
If you're so inclined.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
260 XPček, 15 zápeček. No, prosím. No.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Samantha Dale.
Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Thank you, but it really wasn't all that challenging.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be a bit overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I find Professor Ronan's lessons a bit more challenging than you do.
Přátelé, aspoň vím, jak se dnešní díl bude jmenovat. Jsem totální lama. Máte to mít. Kdo se díval, tak ví proč.
Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Revelio.
Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Oh, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot.
Bude nějaký alohomora, ne? To ještě neumíme, to je škoda.
You'll get us all detention.
Co?
And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't Boot and it wasn't
Revelio.
Black, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
Tak to nám nepůjde. Co to je tohle? O, tak teď se nám to laglo. Tak to jsem úplně nechtěl. A jo, dobře. O, necháme tam toto. Dobře. Tohle je level, lock.
Revelio.
Ale ne. Ha! Přátelé! Tak myslím, že tohle bylo teda podařený. Tak aspoň jsem ještě dneska z toho postřehu nic nestratil. Hele, kočička. Další taková nějaká úplně jiná, že? Kolik těch koček tady mají, tyjo? Mě normálně ty kočky budou milovat, tyjo. Úplně kočkomil, tyjo. Hustý. Prostě pohladím si tady úplně každou kočku, prostě otočím tady každý globus. Fajn, přátelé. Měli bychom jít dál. Máme tady ještě nějaký quest. Leviosa! Je to Leviosa! A ne Leviosa! Tak tam jdem, ne? Tak to se mu se povedlo, co? No. Vidím, no. Nevadí. Však jedny, ne? Tak, zasportujeme se po schodech a letíme a uí. A uděláme po schodech. O. Je to 30 tady čeho si dolů. Trošku lák, nevadí. A dáme si kapčo. Aspoň se posilníme trošku. Když budeme dělat Leviosa. Wingardium.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Další lák, trošku. Něco se zase děje. Dobře, dobře, dobře. Zatím na tom funguje, buďme rádi. Ty oči mě znervozňujou. Uši.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent.
Pardon, já bych se mu neměl smát, je to z naší koleje.
One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Asi ideálně. Je to Leviosa.
Levioso.
No výborně, pan Plane to dokázal, skvěle.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent. As Master Levioso. Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done.
Levioso.
Přátel, tak tohle by mi šlo.
best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego.
No, počkej. Protego je kvečkem, že jo, myslím.
This should be easy.
Ah!
How's the view? Protego. Complicates things.
Levioso.
Good ball.
I know.
A teď ti dám, kámo.
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it. Levioso. Stupid.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
I do enjoy lively duels. If only all of my students were this adept.
Protego.
Use the basic cast when your opponent's guard is down.
Levioso.
Try to anticipate your opponent's next move. Watch your opponent for signs to attack.
Já myslím, že je vyřazený jako.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Kámo, kdybych svěděl, s čím už jsem bojoval.
I put you on the spot,
myslím, že mám nepřítele.
And you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
Já chci rovnou
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can.
Jo.
Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas
A jak se ti to
for
líbí?
you.
Jo, super, jsem uchvácený.
Well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is just...
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Bacha, tady je. Hele.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck, or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Jako ty oči mě ale hrozně znervozňujou. Tak, co tady kde máme? Ještě. Questy. To máme už hotový. Ale něco nad nám svítí. Nový quest. Počkej. Prší. A další kočka, ale tohle dneska teďka už nebudem. Jdeme za tou
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are.
Jo, já jsem tady, no. Yeah.
I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told.
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asks that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. I would trust no...
I've...
A spellcraft. I shall explain more about them.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Takže prostě quest byl jenom se s ní pokecat, OK? A máme tady nějaký úkol.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. Professor, why must I complete these tasks?
They are meant to give you first-hand experience as you proceed to master new bits of magic. Good luck, and I shall see you soon.
Dobře.
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Levioso. Accio.
Got it.
Mám.
A flying page must be around here somewhere.
Someone gets struck by a cursed.
Brilliant.
To mám pozbírat všechny ty letající papíry, jo?
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't...
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Aha, asi musím jít trošku rychlejš.
That's it! Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak.
Accio.
Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Tak přátelé, a to bylo z dnešního dílu všechno. Pokud se vám video líbilo, nezapomeňte dát like, nezapomeňte dát odběr, sdílejte a hlavně nezapomeňte komentovat, protože tvoříme nějakou Skyway komunitu a určitě bych byl moc rád, abyste tady nasdíleli nějaké svoje názory, abyste tady nasdíleli nějaké třeba dojmy, jak se vám dařilo v těch kouzlech, které jsme se dneska naučili, to znamená Accio, Leviosa a Reparo. V příštím díle se už doufám podíváme do prasinek, každopádně určitě se ještě na další díly můžete těšit. Vím minimálně o 2 z vás, kterým se moje tvorba líbí a konkrétně se jim právě líbí i Hogwarts Legacy, proto mi dali svůj odběr. Děkuju moc za to, každýho odběru si moc vážím a budu určitě rád za další odběry, protože je to pro mě zpětná vazba toho, že se vám moje tvorba líbí a že určitě stojíte o další produkci. Přátelé, mějte se fajn, užívejte a ahoj u dalšího dílu.